So what is an op-ed? It's a short, accessible, persuasive commentary on a timely and important issue written by somebody who has an informed opinion. For example, in most daily newspapers, at the back of the front section, what you find is the editorial page, and then opposite the editorial page is the op-ed page, opposite editorial. People also refer to op-ed as opinion editorial, and it's true that op-ed pieces need to have a really strong and informed opinion. On the op-ed pages, you find not only columnists who write regularly for the newspaper, but also commentaries by members of the public who are expert in their fields or have an informed opinion on a particular issue, who are able to submit their commentary for adjudication by an editor and often be included in the pages, having an opportunity to weigh in on an issue of the day and provide insight and analysis that wouldn't otherwise be available. What qualifies you as an expert? Your relevant education, what you're studying, your title and affiliation if you're associated with an organization or an institution of some kind, your personal or professional experience in an endeavor or field or related to a particular issue, your relevant research and or publications, and any recognition or awards. These can all be used to define and assert the fact that you have a more informed opinion on a particular topic than most other people. One of the reasons that we encourage those who wish to influence and shape public opinion or change public policy to try and do so through the use of an op-ed is because writing a commentary allows you to reflect and consider every word that you want to put into your argument. You're able to have time to think about how best to address the concerns and persuade people who might not already believe as you do. And it also gives you control over what gets disseminated. If you are invited as an expert to do an interview on a topic, you're being mediated by the interviewer, by the journalist, by the camera operator, by those who are making editing decisions about what to keep and what to throw out among the things that you say. But when you write an op-ed, you get to choose and control every word in the piece. You have the opportunity to educate people, to challenge misinformation, to alert them to issues that they may not have been aware of as being important previously. In the process, you're able to position yourself and your organization as a reliable source of information on that particular issue. You raise your own profile, and I've found as an activist, it's made it easier for me to attract funding for the projects that I believe in, to get people to return my phone calls, and it's often led to other opportunities that would not have come my way if I hadn't had a public profile by speaking out on an issue that I knew something about. What's important is before you actually sit down to write the op-ed is that you identify the place that you would like to ideally see it published. So you become familiar with what content they've already included on that topic, and you understand the parameters and the style and the word length considerations that they have. The last thing you want to do is invest a whole day writing a commentary or an op-ed and submitting it and then being rejected because instead of submitting 600 words, you sent them 900 and they're just not going to find space for that. So really important to decide in advance where you imagine you would like your intervention, your commentary, to appear. In particular, we hear from editors that they welcome material that is timely, well-written, opinionated, convincing, and uniquely insightful. It's also really helpful in order to engage editors and readers if you frame the issue that you're talking about as far as you possibly can in human terms. Who's affected by this issue? Why should we care? And what is it that people most need to know in order to benefit from the analysis that you're providing?